Just hanging out here with Jimbo of Precision Ski. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Howdy, I'm good.
Hey, you're good. I mean, you made it here in one piece. I mean, the roads
Yeah,
we were talking about are a little hairy out there.
Yeah, there's some creative driving going on.
Yeah, so we're glad you are just hanging out and tuning in to some of the sunrise here. And we recommend just, if you don't have to be anywhere in the next hour or so, just keep hanging out here. But anyway, we are talking about ski boots, though, because, well, it's Summit County after all.
It's
people
spring,
like to ski, I hear.
It's spring, and a lot of people have been holding off until boots go on sale,
right?
And everyone's got
trying
boots
to get
on
that
sale,
last
just
season
like
in
us
maybe
at
with their
Precision
boots. And
Ski. So a lot of people are looking for boots, and the first place you usually start, the best thing to do is if you're going to get new boots, is when you go to a shop, bring your old boots along with you.
Okay.
That way you can comparing them.
Sure.
But it usually starts with a dialogue in between a boot fitter and a skier, and it ultimately ends up with, well, what size do you think you are? Yeah.
And you see some numbers like 27 and a half and
even some people know their shoe size,
right? But ski boot size might be a little bit different.
It's a little bit different, and it's important to not just go with what your gut feeling is on a measurement, but actually measure your foot.
Sure.
And this is just like what they have in shoe stores. It's called a Brannock device, and it measures the length of your foot. This one, which is for the ski industry, doesn't say 6.5, 7.5, and so on, but it has some different numbers here: 26, 27, 28. And what that does is it's measuring the length of your foot in just centimeters.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So rather than, and I think it was called the King's measurement or something,
right.
Yeah, foot sizes.
Sure.
But this is measuring it in centimeters. So that's a good starting point to know how long your foot is in centimeters. But just as important, if not more important, is this little measurement over on the side, which measures your arch length, and that's from the back of the heel to that big bony ball, your first metatarsal joint right there. And then there's an indication over here. If this matches this, then your foot has some normal proportions going on.
Okay.
But sometimes your arch is longer than the length of your foot proportionately.
Okay.
And when that's the case, this is usually the default. You have to start looking for a boot with this size rather than this size, or you fight the geometry of the boot in terms of getting the wide part of your foot into the wide part of the boot.
Yeah, wide feet. I sympathize right there.
Yeah,
sometimes, especially in ski boots, you can really start to feel that if you just have ever put on a pair of rental boots. I mean, a lot of times you're not going to then have that custom fit to it, so you can really feel like where that pressure is. So, but coming into the shop though, if they're looking for their own pair of boots, they're not going to be left out in the dark, though, in terms of getting something that's really comfortable for a wide foot or a narrow foot.
The nature of boots today is that you should be able to get pretty comfortable. It may require a little bit of an effort on a skilled boot technician to stretch or grind or make some changes to the
but there's
the shell
pretty exciting
liner.
technology that manufacturers are doing, and like we were talking about before, you were saying that the shell is starting to become more of a custom factor rather than just the boot liner.
Right, rather than just the liner. That has been traditional, that there's a hard shell and a soft liner, and this is the adaptive element, for your foot. But now with some of the new technology from Fisher Vacuum, Solomon Custom Shell, where the shell gets heated and molded to your foot, that's
pretty cool. That's
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of other things that you can do. If you take the liner out of your boot, okay, and then put your foot, just like I'm doing
just
here,
like that,
getting this guy's foot inside the shell like this.
All right.
And then what we do is we use a little measuring stick like this, which is about 3/4 of an inch long.
Okay.
And we see how much space is behind your foot. So just like you can see here, there's about a stick space or 3/4 of an inch. That's a good recommendation for the overall length of the boot. What that does is it leaves then 3/4 of an inch for your foot and the liner to cohabitate inside the hard shell.
Sure.
This is called shell sizing.
Okay.
Okay, and you're actually using your foot as a measurement.
So is it a common practice to purchase a boot and use the shell and then replace the liner with it?
Yeah, that certainly can happen.
Okay.
You know, the shells usually last longer than the liners. The manufacturers forecast maybe 200, 250 days, full days of skiing on a liner.
Okay.
And the shell might be able to take a few more days than that.
Sure.
And then the last thing to know about when you get a boot fit is to think about replacing the insole that comes in the liner, which is usually fairly cheesy and non-supportive,
right,
with a custom molded or a semi-custom molded or trim-to-fit insole that has some arch support. What that does is it tends to shorten up your foot. So if you have a custom insole or some type of a better insole, an improvement there will make your foot a little bit smaller and allow you to have a little more room inside.
Got it. Okay, it's good. And also then just, again, stressing on comfort. You're going to be out on the hill and your feet aren't going to be as tired.
Right, exactly. Spells another run.
That's right. A little bit more enjoyment on the snow.
Yeah.
Jimbo, tell us a little bit about where the shop's located and some good deals going on right now over at the shop.
Yeah, we've got, of course, boots and all our accessories, helmets and goggles. Everything's on sale now from, I think, 25 to 70% off.
Wow.
So there's some great values going on there. We're located on Summit Boulevard across from the Walmart complex, right next to Cammie's Yogurt.
Easy to find?
Yeah, easy to find. You know, stop in. We've got a lot of really good, talented boot and ski technicians there to help in any regard.
To help you out, yeah. Well, spelling out some good end of the season deals there at Precision, and we're not going to leave it right there either. Don't forget, we're giving away a pair of custom insoles at Precision.
That's awesome.
Later on for our watch and win. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that, because even if you are satisfied with the ski boots you have, but maybe you don't have a good liner to it, or it's the one you have is starting to wear out. Well, this is a good opportunity to freshen up the boots and help them last longer and help you last longer on the hill, right?
For sure.
That's all right.
And you want to do that in this kind of snow. It's
definitely. And some great more great snows on the way as well. So, Jimbo, thanks so much as always. Always a pleasure. Be safe out there on the roads, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. Be right back for more Summer Sunrise. Don't go anywhere.